Peace. My name is Reynaldo Holmes.
My name is Ras Kofi, Kwayana. Ras is a title. It comes from the Amharic tradition in Ethiopia. Kofi is from the Akan tradition. It represents growth. And then Kwayana is a name that my father adopted in the 60s when he changed his name from Sidney King. It means black man of Guyana.
I grow food in East Point. The name is Ancestral Farms, and that's actually at our residence. Not only do we teach people how to grow food, we teach them the connection between their culture and this thing that people call gardening. There is no culture without agriculture. Maybe 100, 200 feet from that space, we have a quarter-acre lot that we call Peace in the Trap. The reason why we named it that, because it's literally neighboring the most popular trap house in the neighborhood. The urban farmer, urban grower, we have limited space. We don't have acres like large farms, so we have to maximize the space that we have. And how do we do that? We grow in containers, we grow in kiddie pools, we grow in shopping carts. So these are some things we also grow on the roof to maximize space.
Where I grow fruit primarily is a place called Shamba. Shamba is located in East Point, Georgia. Shamba is a Kiswahili word which means farm. Not just to grow food, but to have community. It's land owned by a black woman who was very intentional about creating space for black farmers to grow food. It's 1.5 acres. We are only scratching the surface in terms of the potential of using all the land to grow food, and I think that the times that we're living in right now, we're in the middle of a pandemic and a lot of people are returning to the land. Part of that return is enhancing our ingenuity, our creativity, knowing that really we can't depend on anybody else but ourselves. And we've been given what we need anyway in the land.
As a farmer, we're natural nurturers. And, we're nurturers of the earth, nurturers of the land. And sometimes we plant a seed, it might be a little run, it might be a little small, but you still put it in the ground. We're just stewards to the land. But really, Mama Earth, that's the one.
Anything you give a woman, she's gonna multiply it. If you give her some foolishness, she's gonna multiply that too, you know what I mean? But our mama, you know what I mean? That's what she do. You give it to her, man, and she take care of the rest. So Mama Nature always got the cure, period.
One of my go-to herbs for just many things and illnesses, burdock root. It healed my father. It kept him off of dialysis for 6 years. Because of that, I've identified the power of burdock root.
Farm life is community life. One of the things that our company on the farm, one of the mantras that we kind of propagate in the world is that life is a farm. It's an extended metaphor. In my other life, I was actually an English teacher in high school for about 20 years. Life is a farm. You look at the fundamental principles of agriculture, and you see those all day long in the principles of community. So that's the first thing, just the spirit of cooperation. When you talk about the beautiful relationships we've been able to cultivate, I'm very grateful.
I also see it something to educate, our people in our community how to heal themselves is before you just go take a word from what somebody tells you, take a word from what your spirit says. Reach there first. But, if you really want to get to the healing of yourself, you do want to change your diet. You want to make sure that you're putting life inside of your body, things that your body recognizes, that your DNA recognizes food that's going to give you nutrition.
A lot of these communities are overlooked, are overshadowed. But if you really just invest some time, some energy, some love into the people in these communities, I believe that they would flourish just like the runts or just like, the plants that didn't look like they was going to make it.
Resilience is a thing that humanity has demonstrated, and I don't think that it's unfair to say there's no group of people who have had to demonstrate it more than African people. If you use logic, we're not supposed to be here right now. They came against us with everything, like a big old Mack truck, They came at us with everything and we're still here. Seeds in themselves have a spirit of resilience. The seed comes through dark. It's planted in the dark, so metaphorically or physically, it's planted in the dark and finally finds the sunlight. And because of the code that's been put in it by our Creator,
To me, the greatest seeds that I've ever planted has been in the minds of families and children and people.